Welcome to my channel, RS Old Coins, where history lives in your hands. If you're passionate about rare coins, vintage currency, and the fascinating stories behind them, you're in the right place. Don't forget to watch the full video, share it with your fellow collectors, like and subscribe to stay updated with more valuable content every week. So without further ado, let's get started. The 1946 Lincoln wheat cent is a fascinating artifact of post-World War II America, emblematic of the nation's economic resilience, technological advancement, and enduring cultural symbols. Minted just 1 year after the conclusion of the Second World War, the 1946 penny marks a return to peacetime minting practices, following a brief period during which the United States altered coin compositions due to wartime metal shortages. From 1943 to 1945, the Lincoln cent had undergone significant changes, most notably the use of zinc-coated steel in 1943 to conserve copper for military use. By 1946, however, copper was once again abundant, and the mint resumed producing pennies in their traditional bronze alloy, comprising 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This restoration of the pre-war alloy signified a nation's step back into normalcy, and the 1946 cent became one of the earliest post-war coins struck in large quantities to meet renewed civilian demand. Designed by Victor David Brenner and introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the obverse of the coin continued to feature Lincoln's right-facing bust, which had by then become an iconic fixture in American coinage. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," first placed on U.S. coins during the Civil War, and permanently adopted on all coinage in the 20th century as an expression of American faith and identity. To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, a core American ideal, and to the right is the date 1946, with no mint mark if struck in Philadelphia, or a D or S if minted in Denver or San Francisco, respectively. It is worth noting that Philadelphia minted coins typically lack a mint mark. The reverse design, which remained unchanged since the coin's debut in 1909 until it was replaced in 1959, features two stalks of Durham wheat encircling the phrases, 1 cent and United States of America, along with the Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. In terms of mintage, the 1946 Lincoln cent was produced in substantial numbers, with the Philadelphia Mint striking over 991 million coins, Denver minting around 315 million, and San Francisco adding roughly 198 million to the national supply. This prolific output makes the 1946 cent quite common in circulated condition even today. However, high-grade examples, especially those in Mint State 65 Red, MS65RD, or higher, are actively sought by collectors and can command respectable premiums. The color classification, red, red-brown, or brown, is critical in determining the coin's value in the numismatic market, as coins with original red luster are far scarcer due to copper's natural tendency to oxidize over time. Full red, examples that show sharp details, no wear, and strong luster, are relatively rare and often housed in third-party grading service holders, such as those issued by PCGS or NGC. Errors and varieties are another area of interest when studying the 1946 penny. While the year is not especially famous for dramatic minting errors, collectors have reported occasional double dies, repunched mint marks, especially on Denver and San Francisco issues, and off-center strikes. Such anomalies add a layer of intrigue and potential value, especially when certified by a reputable grading company. Off-center coins and those with significant die cracks or cuds can attract specialized collectors, and even minor errors can elevate a common coin into a conversation piece. Beyond its metallic and collectible attributes, the 1946 cent offers a window into mid-century American culture and economy. Post-war America in 1946 was marked by optimism and transformation. Soldiers were returning home, the baby boom was beginning, and the economy was shifting from wartime production to consumer goods. Pennies like the 1946 cent were used to buy a newspaper, a stick of gum, or perhaps a few minutes at a parking meter. Each transaction a small testament to everyday American life. Even though inflation and decades of economic change have diminished the practical purchasing power of a penny, these coins retain immense historical significance. They are tangible reminders of a formative era in U.S. history when the country was transitioning into a global superpower. The enduring appeal of the Lincoln Wheat cent series, especially coins like the 1946 issue, lies in its blend of artistic merit, historical depth, and accessibility. Collectors often begin their numismatic journey with Lincoln cents, drawn by their availability, affordability, and the challenge of assembling a complete date and mint set. The 1946 cent occupies a comfortable spot in this timeline. Not rare, enough to be out of reach, but not so common as to be dismissed. Its bronze composition, historical backdrop, and Brenner's dignified portrait of Lincoln all combine to ensure its continued place in coin albums and collectors' hearts alike. Whether pulled from a dusty jar, discovered in an estate, sale, or acquired through a deliberate purchase, the 1946 penny invites reflection not just on numismatics, but on history itself. It speaks to a time of peace returning after the world's most devastating conflict. A time when every small denomination coin in circulation had value, purpose, and presence in American daily life. In this way, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat cent is far more than a sliver of copper. It is a miniature artifact, bearing the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the story of a post-war generation, and the pride of a minting tradition that continues to captivate.